government. You're trying to buy the will of the American people. And you know what? It almost worked. You put the people in a state of I'm going to call it suspended animation there for a little bit, for about 5.5 years, until everything that you tried to do, in fact, you know what? I don't even believe that they were asleep. The American people, and most of them voted this president in. That's your president, our president. He's our president. Gave you the chance to, and maybe it's one of the most phenomenal things to ever happen when we look back at it later on, that the American people gave you guys a chance at what you wanted to do. You tried it. You tried everything, and it fell apart. It was all so great in the beginning, and how everybody was going to come together, and the kumbaya moments were going to come day after day, and he was going to be such an open-minded president, and his administration was going to be the most open you've ever seen. Meanwhile, you can't get this one guy taking pictures for everything that happens over there in the White House and with the president. He's secluded himself really from the press, who've supported him throughout this whole 6-year tenure here that he's had. But the American people gave you your shot. And you know what they did? They actually proved, whether they know it or not, they proved that everything, that the ideology that you brought forth about what you were going to do just doesn't work. The takeover of our healthcare didn't work. You got your shot. You did it. Did it work? No. It's actually starting to fall apart now. Your ideology and your politics don't work. Hasn't helped the economy at all. We haven't grown since you took office, Mr. President. Global warming, come on, really? Global warming? This is what you're going to hang your hat on as a president? Global warming? You got 2,000 specialists that say it's global warming. And the little picture of the bear, the video of the bear on the ice, almost drowning. He's sitting on that one piece of ice, and look what's happening. Those bears can swim for hundreds of miles in open water, cold water. So, you know, those pictures don't work. The fact that you have scientists that say it's global warming, on the other side, there's more that say there isn't any global warming. So, you know, you can go on and on about this, but it's pettiness. And my whole point about this is that the American people gave you your shot, Mr. President. They gave you the 2 terms to do what it is you wanted to do. All the things that you wanted to do. Did you do them? How did it work out for you? How's our country? How is our economy? How's the job market in this country? Not too good, is it? So people are finally coming around to the fact that, you know what? We made a mistake, a big mistake. And don't get me wrong. We're going to do a little bit better. Well, maybe a lot better, but you know, the other side isn't that great either. But now the time has come for this nation, the people of this nation, to make a decision. Are we going to stay involved in our politics and in our government so that it doesn't grow to this humongous animal that we can't control anymore, that's looking to control us? You bet. People are starting to wake up. This is a good thing. This is a very good thing. So how's it working out for you, Mr. President? You worried about your legacy and about, you know, what people are going to say about you in 20 or 30 years from now when they stroll through your library? They're going to say, you know what? This president had, 2.5 years. He had the House of Representatives. He had the Senate. He had the White House. What did he do? Oh, he created Obamacare. And it didn't work. And he almost destroyed One of the best healthcare systems. Well, not the best. Well, compared to the rest of the world, yeah, people come here for their healthcare. Was it broken a little bit? Yeah, it was broken, but it didn't have to be overhauled. It needed to be fixed. See, that's the problem with the federal government, ladies and gentlemen. They got to put once they put their hands on something, if it's broken, they demolish it. If it's not working correctly, they break it. They're not there to do all of these social things. You put up a safety net and that's it. People need to do on their own. Listen, people are going to need help. I don't begrudge anybody that needs help. Believe me. I'm the first one there. You need help. You need a hand up, not a handout. But when people start making that cradle to grave decision that the government's going to take care of them for the rest of their lives, is appalling. It's appalling. And coming up in the next week or so, I'm working on something with Ernie Abbott that's going to prove to you that this country is in great hands. Great hands. I don't know, Ernie, if you've gotten any motion on what I asked you to do. I don't want to say anything more about it. I'm just asking Ernie if he, you know what I'm talking about, Ernie, and you will too in a little while, ladies and gentlemen. Either way, by the end of next week, you'll know what I've been talking about. And Kim Jong-un, yeah, thanks. I'm going back now into the chat, but to finish this discussion, you know, we should just go in and get it done. Because if we this ISIS thing, if we don't send the troops in there to get it done, this is going to go on for so long, and things are going to happen that shouldn't happen. People are going to die that shouldn't have to die. That's my point behind all of this. If we don't do what it is we do, people are going to die needlessly. We can go in and wipe this crew out in maybe 6 or 7 months and get out. I'm not saying go in there and leave a set of troops and do all this and nation building. No, stay out of their business. Let them kill each other. That's fine with me. Syria and them. But let it be known, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go in. We're going to smash them. I'm going to put troops in there. We're going to send planes in there. We're going to continue to bomb. And we are going to destroy these people. And then we're going to get out. That's the strategy. See, if you tell people what you're going to do like that, that's okay. You can tell them that all day long. Just don't tell them and telegraph your moves and tell them what you're not going to do. And we're not going to do this and we're not going to do that. But we'll do this and we'll do that. We're not going to do this. So, and they know what's coming. No, let them know what's coming. We're coming for you. You bunch of cowards. You behead people, but you cover your faces. You're in trucks shooting guns through the streets and with your faces covered, you cowards. If you're so, involved in what you're doing and believe in so much in what you're doing, what are you covering your face for, you cowards? They prey on people with small minds. That's what they do. And oh, how we kill innocents. Well, you know what? This is what we need to do. We need to go in and just cut them down. Just cut them all down. And finally put this thing to rest. And this president just doesn't have the wherewithal to do that. Because he's already had to eat his words. And when this president eats his words, he gets agita, man. He can't stand it. His stomach is twisting and turning that he had to turn back and go back in there. And he's going to have to send more troops. We already have troops there. There's over 2,000 of them there. He just won't let them do what they're supposed to do. Let these guys do what they do best. Let them go in, do the job, and get out. They're talking about sending troops. We don't want to send troops. No, nobody wants to send troops anywhere. No one wants to put anybody's son or daughter in harm's way. But it must be done. Because if it's not done, people die. It's that simple. And I guess that's my point of this evening's semi-rant, if you will. We're going to open up the phones in a little while. I'd like to know what you have to say about this or anything that we're doing here. Okay. Let's go into the chat and see what they have to say. Let me run back here a little bit. That is searching Rick and all this and sweet smiles and back and forth and laughing and having a good time. And then let's see. Moving on. Ernie Abbott says, hate the Yankees, love Jeter though. Bob Steele is in the house. Andrew Zodiac, I think I mentioned him earlier. Yes, we did. Another attack here. Last couple of guys beat up an off-duty soldier, screaming how they wanted to behead him. This is in England. This is from Andrew Zodiac in our chat room. Let's see. Going on. Because Obama wants his legacy to be the one who got the troops out. Well, you know what, Andrew? He got his way. He got what he wanted. He got the troops out. He didn't leave anybody behind. And everybody said it. And people that were in his administration in the past 6 years are now speaking out, telling everybody how they told him not to do it, how they said that wasn't the thing to do. You shouldn't have done it. Well, he got his way, and look what we got. I couldn't remember Kim Jong-un's name. Ernie reminded me of that. Sweet Smile says she hates war, as we all do, sweetie, as we all do. Ernie says, I'm concerned that we could wipe them out in Syria and Iraq and still have a presence all over the globe. I'm not quite sure what that means, Ernie. They will have. I'm concerned that they will. Oh wait, we could wipe them out in Syria and in Iraq and still have a presence all over the globe. I don't get that, Ernie. I'm sorry. John Biven in the house. Welcome, John. Thank you, buddy, for stopping by. Ernie says, even Al-Qaeda thinks ISIS is abhorrent. And that's true. That's so true. Moving on. Apocalypse has joined us. I'm so late here. Oh, no, I'm only about 10 minutes behind in the reading. Okay, good. Ernie's chest bumping Apocalypse. This is amazing. Let's see. Moving on. Hellos. For Rick, for John. Well, now we got permanent war with the Middle East. Should go well, says Apocalypse. Obamacare, forcing everyone to buy private insurance. Great. Someone told me Switzerland, not Canada, has the best health care. I guess it's super cheap somehow and very effective in every department. Apocalypse, I don't know you. I don't know about permanent war with the Middle East. You know, this thing about... look, I guess in the future we could move away from being the world's police, but if we do, this is what happens. I mean, just look at the last 3 years, 3 years of this administration becoming isolation and being part of the world order. Everybody's on the same level. Everybody, we're all the same. No, we're not all the same. We all do things. We all have the things that we do well. To us, it's policing the world. It's making things right. It's doing the right thing at the right time. And again, I'm not saying that we didn't make mistakes and things didn't happen. Yes, they did. But you know what? We do more good than any other nation on the planet. That's where we need to put. That's where we need to put our focus. Let's see. All right, John Bevan wants me to tell everybody. Well, he doesn't want me. He's just saying it, but I'm going to say it anyway. He's going to try to do a show on Saturday. He'll be out of town, but he thinks